Want to know the crazy thing about making just a shitload of money with crypto? There literally is nothing to do. 90% of my time is sat here waiting on the market to do something or an opportunity to present itself. There is not shit going on.
Do not buy Bitcoin today. Do not buy it. Why? Because the fear and greed index is in the greed category, and greed means it's overbought. Everybody thinks it's going to go to the moon.
Closing cryptocurrency to online scammers can be devastating, but recovery is possible with the right expertise and top.
I just lost all my money trading meme coins. Just kidding, we're back, motherfucker.
If you've already lost money in crypto, you're not alone. And if you haven't lost money yet, stick around. You're probably about to. Today I'm breaking down the 5 mistakes that turn crypto beginners into broke ex-investors with a deep hatred for anything digital. But before we jump into the mistakes, we need to get one thing straight. What is crypto really? Let's strip it down. Crypto is money, but not the kind you're used to. It's digital, decentralized, and not controlled by any government. You know how dollars and euros are created by central banks and how they can literally press a button and print 100 billion overnight? Yeah, crypto doesn't work like that. No banks, no printing press, no Jerome Powell or Christine Lagarde pulling the strings. Instead, it's money created by code, secured by math, and verified by thousands of independent computers across the globe. That's the essence of crypto. But what backs it? Classic question. But let me flip it. What backs your real money? Gold? Nope. Not since 1971, when Nixon took the US off the gold standard. Since then, your national currency has been backed by one thing: trust. Trust that the government won't crash the economy. Trust that central banks won't print money like Monopoly. Trust that inflation won't destroy your savings. But now, with rent exploding, groceries doubling, and politicians treating economics like improv night, you still feeling confident? So what about crypto? Well, crypto's built on trust too, but not in a government, not in some expert, not in politics, in code. For example, take Bitcoin. It's not just a logo and hype, it's a system with rules no one can break. Only 21 million Bitcoins can ever exist. No one can create more, not even the creators. No one can freeze your wallet or block a transaction. Every transaction is public and permanent. No shady accounting. It's not magic internet money. It's money with rules baked in. Rules that can't be changed because someone got elected. Now sure, maybe you're thinking, but it's not even real, I can't touch it. Okay, but be honest, when's the last time you touched your bank balance? Your paycheck shows up on an app. You tap your phone, swipe your card, move numbers around on the screen. That's not physical either. You already trust the system. You just don't see it. Here's the difference. In traditional finance, you trust institutions. With crypto, you trust the protocol, the code, the math, the structure, and instead of the bank being your vault, you become the vault. Now, is that a good thing? Maybe, maybe not. It depends on what you do with it. Crypto isn't magic, it's not a lottery ticket, and it's definitely not a shortcut to wealth. It's a tool, and like any tool, if you use it wrong, you get hurt. So no, I'm not here to tell you to buy the dip or jump on the next coin that come up. I'm here to show you what not to do so you don't become another screenshot in someone's "How I Lost $40,000 in Crypto" Reddit post. Let's get into it. Let's talk about the most common and most expensive mistake in crypto: FOMO, fear of missing out. Translation, you see a coin pumping, everyone's screaming to the moon, and you think, I'm missing out, I have to buy. So you smash buy at the absolute top, right before the crash. Like a genius. Congratulations, you didn't invest. You played emotional lottery. You bought a ticket after the numbers were drawn. You think this is rare? Let's take a stroll down crypto clown memory lane. Dogecoin, created as a joke Shiba Inu, literally a Dogecoin clone, Pepe Coin, named after a meme frog, and still millions of people jumped in. Why? Because they saw someone on TikTok say, "Yo bro, this coin is going to 1000x. If you don't buy now, you'll regret it forever." You don't want to miss the next Bitcoin, right? And that's where the trauma kicks in. We all have it. That collective wound from 2014, when Bitcoin was under $500, and no one believed in it. And we all said, nah, that'll never work. Now it's worth tens of thousands per coin, and we're haunted by that missed chance. But here's the problem. Bitcoin wasn't a hype pump. It was an innovation. It solved real problems. It brought decentralized trust to digital money. It was a revolution in how we think about currency. So no, buying a new random token with a cartoon mascot is not the next Bitcoin. Just because something is new and cheap doesn't mean it's innovative. Most of these new coins, they're cash grabs with a white paper written Comic Sans. And if you're entering the market just because you're afraid of missing the next big one, you're not investing, you're gambling. This is what most people get wrong. If you don't have a plan, you don't have a chance. Crypto isn't a get-rich-quick button. It's a financial tool that requires research, patience, and most of all, conviction. If you don't even trust the coin you're buying, why are you in it? Do you understand the tech? Do you know the team behind it? Do you even believe in its use case? Or are you just buying because Chad on TikTok screamed, "Yo, this is it," over a Travis Scott beat? And here's the darker side of FOMO. It wrecks your mental health. I've seen people go all in with money they couldn't afford to lose. Refreshing charts every 5 minutes, sleeping 3 hours a night, panicking over every red candle like it's a heart monitor. That's not trading, that's a breakdown. You're not becoming an investor, you're becoming a gambler with trust issues. So if you take one thing from this section, let it be this. You don't chase pumps. You prepare for dips. You buy when it's boring, when no one's talking about it, when it's not trending. And most of all, you buy what you understand, and only if you're willing to hold it long enough to make it worth the stress. Let TikTok scream or let the memes fly. You stay calm, you stay smart, you stay broke free. Now, let's talk about a special kind of pain. Buying at the top. It's like FOMO's quieter, more logical cousin. The kind who waits until everyone else is excited and thinks, okay, now it feels safe. So you wait, you hesitate, then the coin starts to pump. Green candles everywhere, everyone's tweeting, YouTubing, screaming, "We're going to Mars." And that's when your brain goes, well, it's probably legit now. And you buy. Right at the top. Visualize this. A chart going straight up. Your confidence goes up with it. You finally buy in. And boom, instant nosedive, like a roller coaster with no seatbelt. Now you're stuck holding a coin that cost $1.50 yesterday, $4 today, and 82 cents tomorrow. It's like walking into a fruit shop and saying, "Oh wow, this banana used to be $1, but now it's $100. That must mean it's a great banana." Let's be clear, price doesn't equal value. Just because something's gone up doesn't mean it's still worth buying. In fact, most of the time, the market doesn't reward fear. It doesn't reward excitement. It rewards patience and planning. If you're waiting for everyone to be confident before you buy, you're already too late. Crypto is not supposed to be some kind of golden way to become rich. It's only an investment. That's it. If you feel that you trust your crypto, go for it. Otherwise, don't do it. Let's be real for a second. You see the chart going green, your brain goes, "It's happening. This is my moment." So you click buy, no plan, no research, just pure adrenaline and vibes. Now what? You wait. You watch the chart like it's a hospital monitor. Every dip feels like a heart attack, every candle becomes a personal insult, and then it happens. It turns red, not just a little red, bloodbath red. Your confidence gone, your brain screaming, "Get out before you lose too much." So you panic sell. You bought at $3, sold at $1.90, lost money for absolutely no reason. You didn't invest. You just sat there stressed out playing emotional hot potato with your savings. What was the goal? What was the strategy? Oh right, there wasn't one. That's not investing. That's just sweating in front of a screen, hoping to get lucky. And if your strategy is buy green, pray, sell red when you panic, then congrats. You've mastered the art of burning money slowly. Investing is about conviction, timing, and logic. This is just a high-stress version of a scratch ticket. And worse, it's addictive. Because every once in a while you catch a little win, a tiny profit, and your brain's like, let's do it again, until it doesn't work. And you're left with losses, doubt, and that one sad meme coin sitting in your wallet like a rotting banana. Stop calling it investing if your only plan is to react to colors. Because green doesn't mean go and red doesn't mean run. It's not traffic, it's not a game, it's your money and it deserves better. So next time you see a coin going vertical, take a breath and close the app. Alright, let's say you do manage to avoid FOMO. You don't buy at the top, you finally invest in something decent. Congrats. You're still not safe because now comes the question, where are you storing your crypto? If your answer is, on the exchange where I bought it, then buddy, you messed up. Not your keys, not your coins. Let me repeat that for the people in the back. Not your keys, not your coins. It's like saying, yeah, I own this car, but I gave the keys to a stranger named Brad. Guess what? If Brad drives off, you don't own Shetty. Same goes for crypto. When you buy crypto on a platform like Binance, Coinbase, or whatever other sketchy new exchange pops up every week, you don't really own it. They do. They hold the private keys, the digital codes that give access to your funds. You just get to look at it until they freeze your account, or shut down, or lose your coins in a mysterious technical issue. Need proof? Let's roll out the Crypto Hall of Shame. FTX, gone. Billions vanished. Celsius froze withdrawals. Sorry, your funds are just chilling. Mt. Gox, the OG rug pull, lost 850,000 BTC in 2014, still unresolved. You think you're safe because the app loads? That's not ownership, that's access until further notice. Imagine this, you just got paid. Instead of putting the money in your bank or your safe, you hand it to some dude in a hoodie named CryptoBro69 and you go, yeah, I trust him. He said he's got a cool Discord group. You wouldn't do that with your paycheck, so why are you doing it with your crypto? And don't even get me started on people who leave everything on an exchange without two-factor authentication. That's like leaving your front door open with a sign that says, "Come steal my future." What's the solution? Cold wallets. That means storing your crypto offline, far away from hackers, sketchy platforms, and CryptoBro69. Options? Ledger, like a USB stick for your coins. Trezor, same idea, different brand. Paper wallet, literally print your keys and store them safely. Tattoo it on your back. Okay, don't actually do that, but you get the idea. The goal is simple. Take control of your keys, take control of your money. Because in crypto, self-custody equals survival. So if you've got $500, $5,000, or $50,000 sitting on an exchange, and you haven't moved it to a cold wallet, you're not investing. You're hoping strangers stay honest. And that, my friend, is the riskiest play of all. Let's set the scene. You're scrolling through TikTok at 1 a.m., half asleep, half broke, when suddenly, bro, this coin is the next big thing. MetaDoge AI Chain X is going 100x by next week. Buy now or stay poor. And you throw in $500 like you're the next Warren Buffett. No research, no questions. You didn't even check the logo, bro. Just a coin with a name that sounds like it came out of an Elon Musk fever dream and you're in. Let's be honest, you didn't read the white paper. You don't even know what a white paper is. You don't understand the tech, the tokenomics, the roadmap, nothing. But suddenly, you're out here acting like you work at Goldman Sachs.
Trust me, bro, it's decentralized AI powered by quantum NFTs.
No, it's not. It's just a JPEG tied to a smart contract that'll rug you the moment it pumps. Here's the truth. If you're investing in a crypto project and you don't understand why it exists, who created it, and how it works, you're not investing. You're gambling. Let's talk red flags real quick. No real use case. If the coin can't answer, what problem are we solving? Run. Anonymous founders. Cool on Reddit. Terrifying when it comes to handling your money. Now here's a tip from the pros. Look at how Bitcoin is described by its biggest supporters. You'll often hear, created by the community. No central ownership. Decentralized from day one. Why do they use those terms? Because legally it matters. If a crypto project is too centralized, meaning one person or team clearly owns and controls it, then by US law, especially under the Howey test, that crypto might be classified as a security. Which means if it fails, they can get sued for fraud or selling unregistered securities. So they play the legal game by saying, it's just a community thing, bro, we don't own it, we're just vibing. Here's how to spot a more stable project. Clear utility. Does it solve a real-world problem? Example, Ethereum enables smart contracts. That's tech with actual use. Transparent tokenomics. Who owns what? When do coins unlock? Public development. Are they building in the open? GitHubs, devlogs, updates, actual adoption? Are people using it or just chilling it? Because if the answer to what's the purpose of this coin is just number go up, then yeah, you're not buying tech, you're buying hope in coin form. So next time you see a coin with a name like Hypermoon AI Yield Rocket Chain, maybe hit pause. Open Google, read a bit, ask yourself, if I can't explain this to a 10-year-old, why am I betting my paycheck on it? Because investing isn't about being first, it's about being informed. And if you skip the homework, well, your portfolio is gonna look like your report card did in high school, lots of red. So you found a brand new token. It's called something like Moon AI Chain X420 and is giving off next Ethereum energy. You see people tweeting, this one's a hidden gem, undervalued, get in before the whales do. You don't want to miss out, so you throw $300 into it without blinking. No research, no analysis, just pure vibes and hopium. Cool. Now here's what you forgot to check, the vesting schedule. Translation. When and how early investors, devs are allowed to dump their tokens. See, most projects don't give all the coins to everyone on day one. They lock them temporarily. But if 80% of the coin's total supply unlocks next week, congratulations, you're the exit liquidity. What happens? The devs and insiders dump their tokens on the market. The price crashes. You're left holding a 0.03 meme coin that peaked before it even hit coin market cap. You didn't get rugged by a hacker, you got rugged by the schedule. And the tokenomics, you treated them like some weird Pokemon evolution. Tokenomics evolves into Rugachu, so what should you actually check? First, token allocation. How is the total supply divided? How much goes to the team, advisors, early investors? How much is for the public? If the team gets more than 20 to 25%, that's a red flag. You're not investing, you're donating. 2. Vesting period. When can the team actually sell their tokens? Are there cliffs? No tokens released until X date? Is it gradual or one big unlock and dump moment? Longer vesting equals more stability. Short vesting equals you're gonna cry. 3. Emission rate. How fast are new tokens being released? Is there a fixed supply like Bitcoin, 21 million? Or are they printing tokens like it's crypto's version of the Weimar Republic? If there's no clear cap or the emission is vague, you're in inflation hell. You think you're holding value, but they're quietly making more tokens every week, and your percent share keeps shrinking. It's like buying a pizza slice, then watching the chef cut it into 100 more pieces and hand them out for free. You still have your slice, but now it's worth crumbs. 4. Use of funds. Are tokens being used to develop the ecosystem or just marketing? Read paying influencers to say it's going to the moon. If there's no transparency, you're not funding a project, you're funding a marketing campaign. 5. Who's holding the bag? Is there an address holding 60% of the supply? Are the top 10 wallets just insiders? You can check all this on chain. If they hold too much, guess what? You're the liquidity. You're the exit plan. You're the guy who gets dumped on. If you don't understand how tokens are distributed, when they unlock, how fast they inflate, who's selling them, what they're used for, then what exactly are you investing in? A logo, a tweet, a dream? Real investing means asking hard questions, not just buying because someone on Twitter put rocket emojis in the replies. Because if you don't look under the hood, you're not holding a coin, you're holding a time bomb. But hey, if you're tired of getting blindsided by hype, influencers, and pump bros, and you actually want to understand the rules of the financial game before playing it, then do the smart thing. Hit that subscribe button. So, what should you actually do if you're thinking about investing in crypto? First of all, I'm not here to tell you not to invest early. That's how people make money in this game. Getting in before the hype, that's smart. But only if you know why you're getting in. Don't buy just because TikTok said to the moon. Don't throw money at a coin just because it has AI, chain, or meta. Here's what you should do. Read the tokenomics, check who holds the supply, understand the use case. Know when tokens unlock and ask yourself, would I still buy this if nobody else told me to? Because if you can't explain what a project does in one sentence, you probably shouldn't put your money in it. Remember, crypto isn't gambling unless you treat it like it is. And a lot of people out there, they're not investing. They're just chasing green candles and praying for miracles.